the mic's on? Thank you. Bumper-to-bumper music on the Ron and Fez show.
The mics weren't turned on for you, Fezzy?
I couldn't hear my voice in my headphones, so I have no idea. They were really low. Okay, great. Gee, I didn't care for either one of those songs. I'm going to pass on that one completely.
I say we just come back to total quietness. Nothing but dead silence.
Well, the mics weren't turned on, so I'm sure we did.
Hey, Fezzy, Wonder Boy, the brand new leader, surprised us with GVAC off the air.
Oh, nice.
It always reminds me, remember on the old Tonight Show, Bob Hope would walk out during a commercial, surprise Johnny, and then leave. Mm-hmm. And that way the people at home wouldn't have to worry about it.
But boy, Johnny was excited.
And then Johnny
coming back from spots.
Yeah, Johnny would say, hey, you guys missed it. This was fantastic.
And a lot of times you wouldn't believe Johnny. Bob Hope didn't just walk in and then leave again.
So Mikey, Billy, and Wonder Boy, and whatever, Harry, all remember that since the election, you didn't turn on Fez's mic, and you screwed up the guest coming in.
So that's a great administration so far. And I know tonight I was told that even a monkey could run the board. Let's get the A&W frickin' root beer off the control board right now. Like maniacs, like any of this stuff belongs to us, and we can keep root beer on the control board.
Charles Peralta's going to come in here tomorrow. Pull the F. Left root beer on my control board. God. I've been in the business for over 700 years. I did a morning show with Marconi, and no one ever puts a root beer on the board.
Unbelievable. Still, tickets in the big-ass prize closet that we need to give away tonight before the end of the show. So we'll be doing a lot of that.
All right, what do we got? What tickets you got there, Fezzy?
We still have tickets left to see Aerofest 2003 featuring Journey, REO Speedwagon, and Styx on Wednesday, July 23rd at the MCI Center. And we have tickets to see Leonard Skinner and Sammy Hagar together at the Nissan Pavilion. That's Tuesday, July 29th.
That's going to be fun stuff. Hey, let's get a little round table going if anybody wants to jump in with us. They are more than able just to hop in and give your opinion. Fez, what's the first topic we got?
First topic, Ronnie, we mentioned him earlier tonight, Iraq's U.S. ruler, Paul Bremer, the guy who's running things for the United States in Iraq. They're talking about U.S. intelligence report saying that they believe Saddam Hussein is more likely to be alive than dead. Paul Bremer says he doesn't know if Saddam Hussein is dead or alive. He goes, all I know is he's not in charge, and that's the important thing. Is that the important thing? We'll throw that out to the round table. Gary Weiss is here, Eastside Dave. GVAC walked in during the commercials, and Jersey Rich is here.
What do you think, Gary?
Symbolically, we got to get this guy. We didn't get Bin Laden.
Yeah.
We need to show the world that we can do what we set out to do. We toppled the regime, but we need to bring this man to justice.
All right, Fezzy, what do you think about it?
I think it's really important that we get this guy because we keep changing the rules as this thing goes along. Now, we were going to get Saddam Hussein, but now it's important that he's just out of power. We were going to get Bin Laden, but now it's important that he's operating at 50% and can't do what he doesn't have full capabilities. It was important to find those weapons of mass destruction. Now it's just important that they can't be used. No, we need to stick to what we said, and it's important to get Saddam Hussein.
Here's what I think is even more important than that, and I do think that you've got to get Hussein if you go in there. But the important thing right now is we make that place better than when Hussein was there. Or we're just a bunch of animals throwing bombs around. We just look like a bunch of idiots to the world. So we got this, the regime out of there. Yet you got people hungry in the streets. You got people freaking out. You got our boys that have been left over there too long and not enough people in there. Where's the plan? Where's the plan for what we're supposed to do next?
If you're going to get rid of Saddam Hussein and tell everyone there in Iraq that it's going to be better, you have to show them that life is better without Saddam Hussein. You have to demonstrate it to them. I don't think you've been able to pull that off so far.
Yeah, but just by the nature that Saddam Hussein isn't in power, life is better for these people.
No, ask them right now who they're screaming to get out of the country. When you watch the BBC thing, our guys, and they're getting picked off all the time, but there's also people in the streets yelling, "Get out, USA." So our guys are starting to go, what the hell are we even doing here? What do you want us to do? Except for point these guns at people and say, back down, back down. That can only go on for so long. They're not real happy. And I'll tell you why. If you're hungry and you don't have any future, you don't care who's in charge. You don't care what bad guy it is.
They didn't have freedom for a very long time. It's only natural that they're going to go a little crazy with it once they've had it. I mean, all these protests you're talking about, this is the first time they've even been able to express themselves.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying we've got to turn this around. I'm not saying, we've got the opportunity right now to say, here's what you can do with freedom. Here's how you build things. Here's how you get things going. But if you look around in these other nations, they see us and they go, you know what? They threw a bunch of bombs over there and then nothing else happened. Big deal.
Get Saddam Hussein first, I think, because if you start turning stuff around and then he pops up, he's going to start trouble.
Well, here's the thing. He's waiting. He's waiting in the desert because it's his belief that we're not going to turn the country around.
Right.
And he's going to swing back in, and those people will welcome him. That's his absolute belief.
I think they already missed him. That home video of Saddam Hussein at his daughter's birthday party was all the rage in Iraq. I think they're already nostalgic for those golden days of Hussein.
Yeah, but in a lot of ways, it's like the Patty Hearst syndrome. He's the only thing they've ever known. Democracy takes time. We can't judge our actions by the reactions of the Iraqis right now. Let's wait and see. Let's see how they feel about things a year from now.
The way we're losing guys, we don't have that much time.
Right. There's going to be more American soldiers at
We're
the
losing
rate.
a guy a day.
Yeah, we're actually losing more than when the war was going on. They found that out.
Yeah, because exactly true. Because we're not attacking, we're kind of defending now.
Position to be in.
Yeah.
Just you're sitting ducks the whole time.
And you know that from the IRA stuff.
I'm a duck expert.
Where your people come from the IRA, and they're like, wait them out, and then they start a bus. That's right.
They'll eventually go in the department store.
All right, give us another one, Fuzzy.
All right, lawyers are targeting Ronald McDonald now. The same lawyers that helped get rid of images like Joe Camel and the Marlboro Man because they were targeting teen smokers. They want to discuss getting rid of fast food icons like Ronald McDonald because it's targeting teens and kids and causing childhood obesity.
All right, I got to take myself out of this one because clowns weird me out. Clowns just totally weird me out.
Can I disqualify myself for being obese?
And
a clown didn't. Well, a clown did make me do it. My mother.
And my last name is McDonald, so
with that red hair, your last name is McDonald.
True. God is an evil mother.
That's incredible.
It's not God. They named him after an Irish guy because he had red hair. Do not blame God on your last name.
Oh, you think Drake Rock is God?
Yes. No, here's what. We've all eaten fast food. We've all eaten every food. And you don't go thinking to yourself, hey, which icon do I like best? Which one has the funny clown? I'll go there. You're going for food. You want a greasy and fattening. You don't give an F.
I go to the place where I can leave with a cardboard crown and feel like king.
Does it matter? Do you guys, what do you think about this one?
Just the whole mascots thing is, I don't think anyone's ever started smoking because of Joe Camel. And I started smoking pretty damn young.
Yeah.
You remember because of movies and stuff. That's why you start smoking if you're a kid. No, I mean...
All right, then let's get rid of movies.
You watch The Hustler, Ronnie, and you see Paulie Newman with the Winston. Don't tell me you're not lighting up, because I sure as hell am. Okay, Mr. W?
I'm Fez W, and I have a problem.
I started smoking because when I was 6 years old, Stuffy Banco told me only homos don't smoke. And I go, well, give me a cigarette, big man, because you're looking at a smoking hetero.
The lawyers should get rid of Stuffy Banco. He's caused a lot of problems over the years.
My parents actually went to one of them.
Then he started drinking High C, though, because of that big, ridiculous LSD picture of Kool-Aid that was running around. Isn't that true?
I would have drank Kool-Aid for that reason.
The weird deal there, too, is they act like the kids are going through a drive-thru on a tricycle. No, their parents are taking them there, and I don't know if the parents care about anything.
Those are the clowns we have to take care of.
Yeah, and if we get rid of those places, their parents will just give them sticks of butter at their house. You've got to remember, it's really exhausting to take care of children. You'd rather hand them fries than talk to them.
Happy Meals are not making kids fat. All right?
They're happy.
Fat and Happy Meals.
They're not fat meals, they're happy meals.
Make the kid jog to McDonald's and work it off, all right? Get your kid outside.
Give him a cigarette, too.
Don't let your kid play with Stuffy Banco.
Well, I would say this, too, especially to some of the younger kids. You know, really don't get started smoking unless you want to impress the girls. Because girls love a guy who can French inhale. You just blow it out, let it go up your nose, and it's back out again.
And that's some bad advice for kids from Ron and Fez.
Did you start smoking when you were little like that?
Yeah.
We would actually have a club. This would be our club. We got cigarettes and a Playboy magazine, and I'll meet you in the woods. We're just passing around a cigarette like it's a joint, trying to figure out what a pube is.
It was never like a complete Playboy. It was always like two crumpled up pages.
Yeah.
They put down in the rain that was sticking together. You couldn't tell one part from the other. I think it's a nipple. It could be a knee.
I used to get sexually excited when watching Heathcliff. If you remember his girlfriend.
Right.
It was a cat cartoon.
Oh, man.
It was
the orange cat.
Yeah, no, Heathcliff's girlfriend. Come on, I'm not weird.
Yeah.
No.
The girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
If we're going that way, was there a better ass than Judy Jetson?
Oh, no.
Judy Jetson had a great ass.
She was no Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But great rap.
Well, see, I've never been turned on by mermaids. I can't get past the fish poonie. And if it was up to me, I'd rather have, like, a fish head and a woman's body.
Oh,
and
that's Cameron Diaz. That takes us back to last night.
That way, I could just stick the blanket over her head, and then...
Oh, very nice.
That's actually a pretty good bet. That's a nice joke.
And this has to do what with fat kids?
Well, I think Hussein is dead. If we can start there. Hussein was killed.
There are no Happy Meals in Iraq.
All right, give us another one, Fez. We're having fun with this.
Okay, Howard Dean, he's a Democratic presidential candidate. It was revealed today he's taking a couple days off of the campaign trail. He's got to go home to Vermont. His 17-year-old son was involved in a burglary of a Vermont country club with 4 other teenagers. They were looking for liquor. According to Howard Dean himself, his son was the getaway man. He was in charge of driving the car once they broke in. He's sure his son's going to be charged as an accessory. All right, how badly does this reflect on Howard Dean, a man who's running for president, or does it affect it at all?
All right, I'll say this, as someone who's been the getaway man himself. There is no, everybody thinks it's tough to go into the store. But when you're in the parking lot and you see your friend put a gun up at an immigrant, you're thinking to yourself, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
And it takes such restraint to wait for him.
Not to hit that gas pedal, not to put her in drive.
You're just going, come on, man. This is stupid. And you start to inch. You're literally starting to inch.
If he's not out here in 10 seconds.
And all you want to hear is a siren so you can take off on him.
My dad was actually councilman of Spring Lake, a small town.
Oh, nice.
And before that, I was...
So you're practically a Kennedy.
Well, thank you very much. And before that, though, was found out that I was an altar boy, like 13 or 14. One time I got not arrested, but caught by Monsignor Grimes for stealing wine.
Uh-huh.
And he was still elected. Come November, Ronnie, he still won. USA! USA!
So what you're saying is you can't hold it against...
No, you can't hold. Come on, something that kid does.
You got drunk with a priest, and that makes everything all right.
Yeah, I don't think most people hold this against them, would you?
No, I think most people understand what goes on with teenagers, 17-year-olds, and I think the Bush twins have just set the example. The people don't hold that against George and Laura.
Yeah, they did bong hits with Ashton Kutcher, and it ends up in Rolling Stone And people go, kids are stupid. I mean, if anybody thinks, hey, my kid ain't going to rob something. Believe me, when your kid is robbing something or smoking crack, you're at your house thinking, well, I got a good kid. I'm all right here.
That's your last thought.
No, we don't have to worry. He's over at his friend's house, and they're all playing pool. In the meantime, you don't know. I don't care who you are. And it doesn't matter if they have money. The Getty kids were crazy.
Sure.
The Kennedy kids were out of their mind.
Skate was in a tree with a bloody club.
Ronnie Reagan Jr., when Reagan was in the White House, hosted SNL when it was the 86, that awful 1986 year, where it was Robert Downey Jr. and Anthony Michael Hall, like the worst season.
Talk about a guy who embarrassed his dad, huh?
Yeah, he did a skit of Risky Business with the underwear.
Yeah.
Bob Seger thing. That didn't come back to him.
And remember, it wasn't even his daughter, Patty. She was nude in Playboy.
Oh, that's right, with those crazy nips.
And I'm like, what? Yeah, she had inverted nips. And I actually wrote in the Playboy, I said, I can get him back. Don't worry. I got a way. I have a way.
I have a special tool.
Yeah. Well, I'm writing with that special tool. What else you got for us, Fezzi?
All right, we'll do this before the break. An appeals court has refused to overturn an injunction brought about by director Spike Lee that's going to stop Viacom's TNN from using the name Spike TV. The injunction will remain in place until there's a trial. There will be a special hearing held on this in September. Spike Lee, does he have a case? Apparently the appeals court thinks so.
No. What a pretentious prick. Are you for real? I mean, seriously, forget McDonald's. Isn't this the height of insanity? With, of course, Johnny Cochran leading the charge.
He is Spike Lee's attorney.
Oh, Johnny Cochran.
That's the best.
Cochran.
Well, you know what? Maybe Viacom would say, okay, if we can call it Spike TV, how about Skinny Negro TV? You happy with that one? What everybody think of you then, Spike?
Do the right thing TV.
All right, there's Earl. Earl, come on in. Represent the black vote, the coalition.
Oh, God. Black guy just came in the studio.
Earl? Yeah. What do you think, Earl? Does he have a case?
He's insane, but I think when they said they're going to change it to Spike TV, the first thing I thought of was Spike Lee.
So did I. I thought the same thing.
I never thought that. I honestly never did.
It was very subconscious, and the first thing I thought of was like, wow, they're going to give Spike run of a channel now?
The first thing I thought of was Spike TV. They're going to show nothing but really bad movies.
Oh. You know what? You get this.
White people are so scared of black people.
You honestly think he's a bad filmmaker? She's got to have it. Great movie.
You're right, hysterical.
Brooklyn. Great movie.
Bamboozled.
He got gay.
Dazed and Confused?
All right. No. That's School Days.
Damn it. I apologize, Mr. W.
Mr. B. Mr. L. It's Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I didn't make it. What about the X? Didn't we all wear those hats proudly for a while?
I thought it was the 10th anniversary or something.
I said, why do you got to do that? Seriously. Why do you got to be so southern on me?
I thought it was his 10th bad movie.
Oh, Gary.
Are so scared of black people. That's from a child. Out of the mouths of babes. You really don't like his movies at all, or you just bust some balls?
No, Do the Right Thing was a good movie, but it's hard to separate the art from the man.
Yeah.
And he is, like, so alienated himself to me. He's just insane. I mean, he's beyond
Because of this one thing or something else he's done?
so full of himself. I mean, it's been leading up to this, but this is just, like, over the top. This is absolutely ludicrous.
But you know what? We're all saying it's ludicrous, and you won't meet a person who goes, no, other than Earl, who'll go, yeah, I thought it was Spike Lee. And yet, he's held them off twice. And here's this giant corporation who can't make a move. And if that doesn't make you laugh, come on. You know.
So let's go ahead and do the radio psychic right now. Who wins the case, Viacom or Spike Lee?
Viacom.
Radio psychic.
Viacom.
I think Viacom will change the name.
Change your name to something else?
So, no, the Spidem, they'll probably call
The Spike.
They'll probably go like Maddox TV or something.
Mars Blackman TV.
Why not go with Scorsese TV and make everybody happy? And we can watch Goodfellas 24 hours a day.
Who would have a problem? Oh, Martin.
Oh, you call him Martin? Hello, Martin. All right, let's take that break, Fezzi. We'll come back. Isn't it nice to get our staff out of here and basically listeners in the room?
That worked out really good. This is the first fun break tonight.
I turn around and look at you all.
Billy's eating peanuts. And...
Yeah. Oh, because he's heavy. I understand. We'll take a break. We're right back. It's Brian.